Let's take a look at what comes with this game, Draftosaurus. This is the core box, but we're also going to look at the expansions that are available for this game. In this game, you'll be able to run a dinosaur zoo, and it's dinosaur themed. So for me, that is one of the best themes, and it makes it a lot more enjoyable. So let's take a look at what's inside. So let's go ahead and take a look at the box here and its components, and the first thing we are greeted with is the instruction manual. The rules itself has the same cover or the same illustration from the cover, and as you can see, it's very simple laid out, but I like that it's fully illustrated in full color. There's no shortcuts taken in this rule book, so it looks very appealing. Some of the components that it includes is these dinosaur pieces that are, look very good, and they're very colorful. For example, you have Triceratops, and you have Apatosaurus, and you have a bunch of other dinosaurs included in this game. So that just makes it so much nicer to play with all these different types of wooden, I guess you can call them meeples, even though they're dinosaurs. And also in this game, you have this wooden dice that has different effects in the game, but it's nice and big, and it's rounded, so it does feel good. Also, you have this sack or burlap sack that you can put all the components in, even though it seems kind of small. Now in this game, each player would get its own board, and essentially each player is building up their own park. And as you can see in the board, there's different areas of the park. You have your green area, your brown area, you have different sections, and then if you flip it, you have the harder side, which has these different areas as well. The boards are very colorful and they're very nice. They're made out of hard cardboard. Now that's the core box. Now let's take a look at one of the expansions. This is the aerial show expansion for Draftosaurus. So let's take a look at the components and see what we get. So the same way with the core box, we're presented with the rules first, smaller rules for a smaller box. Similar layout and very similar artwork, which is very nice. These come with pterodactyls. And here are some of the player boards that came with the expansion. Also same colorful layout and similar artwork. And like the core box, it comes with 5 player boards for up to 5 players. Now comparing the box or the player boards that comes in the core box and comparing it to this expansion, something I don't like is that the artwork does not match the core box. So if you wanted to match up the river, for example, it's just offset, and the artwork and the theme or the layout just does not match, which is something I do not like. Now something caught my eye here because something was off. I noticed that this was the aerial show expansion, but this one had the river, and something was off and I wasn't really sure what it was. So it took a little bit to analyze what was going on here, and I noticed that in the rule book it was actually showing a different player board than the ones that I got in this expansion. So I was kind of confused and looking around and trying to see what was going on, and yeah, confirmed. The wrong player boards were included with this expansion. As you can see here in the rule book, we were supposed to get the player boards with the mountains on them, and as you can see there, those are definitely not the ones we got in this core box. So that was very upsetting, and at this point I didn't know what to do because what can you do? You got the wrong player boards with this expansion, so you have to either take it back to the retailer or call the manufacturer, who knows. So at this point we just keep going and we unbox the other expansion, the Draftosaurus Marina expansion. And we are greeted again with the rulebook, and at this expansion we get these dinosaurs here, and they're brown. And guess what? We get the wrong player boards again with this expansion. In the Marina expansion, we got the aerial show expansion boards, which is like, wow, it's like it happened twice. With 2 different expansions, we got the wrong player boards. So that was very shocking and very kind of confusing as to what happened. So here we go. We switch them, and now they're in the correct place. The Marina expansions and the aerial show expansion. So as you can see in the rulebook, We got the right expansion matching the right player board. Now with this expansion, or these player boards, they match a little bit better, but not really. As you can see, the river's still off and the paths kind of line up and the colors do line up a little bit. But if you flip it over to the harder side, you got the ice land, I guess, and it just does not match any of the expansion player boards or the river, as you can see. So that design choice to me was very flawed and just is something I don't like. Now something I do like was this accessory that I got off Boardgame Geek, which is a sack specifically made for this game, and it's actually a larger sack to put all the components in. You can see it there compared to the one that came in the core box, and this material is a lot softer, but I like that they use the artwork from the game for this sack, which makes it like a nice little accessory to have with your components. I do like the artwork in this game, and I do like the components. The components are really nice when it comes to those dinosaurs, and you know, the theme. I love dinosaurs in general, so it's a cool little game as well. It's fun, easy to play, anybody can learn it quickly. The only thing I don't like is the design choice for the expansions. They do not match any of the core player box player boards, so to me that's just a poor design choice. Other than that, this game, I like it because you can see all the accessories fit in one box, and all the expansions fit in the same box as well, so you don't have to carry any other boxes. And it's not heavy at all, so it's a nice convenient way to carry it around, and it's a nice little game to play with the family. I appreciate you so much for taking the time to watch this video. If you want to see more unboxing videos, there's a lot more in the channel. And if you would like to like and subscribe to the channel, that is also greatly appreciated and helps me out so much.
Dun dun dun!